Okay, so welcome to day two of our APM course. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about the brief. We went over the brief overview. What is APM? What all things you can expect from the course and all. So today I will start with the detailed plan. Okay, so this is what we are planning. Yesterday was day one. So next 3 days I will be doing a hands-on on the Java concepts. Okay, those who are well accustomed with Java, they can just, if they want, they can just like go through the concepts once more for their own revision purpose. And there are like few people who are completely new to Java, so overall automation, so it will be a good session for them. Okay, one thing I have kept like next 3 days for Java, but it's not that it will be hard bound. It's a hard bound rule. If you want one more day to go over few more details, I can go over that. Okay, so that's about Java. Then we from day 5 onwards, I am planning to start with the Android automation. Okay, there I will be showing how to do all the setup, because this setup is your main biggest challenge when it comes to automation. Okay, when we started with APM, I remember I spent almost like 2 weeks, I guess, on this setup part only. So that setup will be bit challenging. So I will do the setup from my end, most of the things. So you can do and you can check that video and try yourself. Similarly, I mean, it's not possible for me to do the setup in both Windows and Mac. So I have prepared a detailed documentation, what all things you have to do. Those who have a Mac machine, they can uh, go through that. Okay, and when we do for the iOS part, you can let me know if you face any issue. I'm on or on the next day itself, you can ask me if you have any issue.
So,
Okay.
Abhijit, so we will be using all the latest versions, right? Some,
Yes, I would suggest to use the latest version. Why?
some,
Because
yeah,
if there is even a small difference between the versions, na, it like your entire system goes to a toss. Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I see like the instructor has already has got one version, and it will be difficult for us to follow. Like if we have one version, if we are following another version.
No, 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 no. I have taken I have just installed everything on this system just last week, all the new things. So just to check whether it was working or not. So I will do the setup once again, so you can go through that.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So after that, we will start with the uh, APM scripting part, how to so one thing we will be using this emulators and simulators, these virtual devices, what I explained yesterday. Physical devices, I don't cover in my course because whatever experience I have had in on APM in real life projects, I have never seen anyone using physical devices. That is mainly for your manual testing purpose. Okay, so I will be showing you how to launch your apps, both hybrid and native, how to launch them in when it is pre-installed in your devices, or the APK file you will be having in your machine, how to transfer it and launch over there via code, all those things. Okay, then launching APM server, all the different locators, then Android gestures, whatever like tap, long tap, all those gestures we perform on our day-to-day, on our phones, how to replicate those. That is actually, this is the second most important thing I would say after setup, because these gestures are something that can make or break your script. Okay, so this one is important. Then some small miscellaneous things will be there that I will be covering. Okay. Also this hybrid apps browser automation. Then I will be moving to iOS. I will be showing you some few of the setup, but this Mac sometimes might get, because of the versions, as you mentioned, sometimes it might get bit messy. So I will like only the Mac related stuff I will be showing. Okay, same thing I will be doing. Like I have some apps for iOS devices on which you can also practice from your end. I will be sharing those apps. Uh, Same thing, whatever we covered in Android, same thing I will be covering in iOS also. Okay. So once you have covered the Android part, this iOS part also you will like get to understand bit. So that's why I have kept number of days little less for iOS compared to Android. Okay. Then I will be doing the most important part, that is the end-to-end framework. Okay. So we will be covering using a TestNG, TestNG framework. We will be doing it right from scratch. The brief overview, what the different structures of a framework are, how you can explain it during interviews, that will be important. So all these components we will be covering, like reporting module, test data management, parallel testing using thread local and all. And since yesterday, a couple of people they asked for Cucumber. So I will just give you an overview how to use Appium with Cucumber. Maybe I won't be doing it that extensively. Okay, so I am keeping just 1 or 2 days for the Cucumber part. Okay. After that, I will be doing this framework integration with different things like Git, Jenkins, and Perfecto. Okay, one thing, since yesterday someone asked for parallel testing, I mentioned that we will be, see, one thing I will tell you, those who are using Selenium, they will know. In Selenium, we can easily launch parallel testing on multiple browsers. But in Appium, we can launch only one, maximum one virtual device. Okay, so parallel testing on local machine is not possible. Okay, we can do it through Perfecto. That's how I have done it over my previous sessions. But recently I learned that these Perfecto guys, they have changed their, pricing model. Earlier we used to have like pa- two concurrent sessions in Perfecto. We were able to launch it in the free version. But now, like Browser Stack also, they have moved it into their this thing, paid version. And paid version, if you notice, I can show you uh, Perfecto plans. If you check, the paid versions are very expensive. Okay. If I go with the basic plan also, I was just checking yesterday. In the basic plan also, it's for one test, it will cost me $1,000 per year. So if I opt for two concurrent sessions, two parallel two threads, then it will take me $2,000. So that's not possible from our end. Okay, so I will share the code with you. And meanwhile, I am also checking, because this change of plans happened recently. So I'm just checking for alternatives, whether I can do it in some other way or not. But I will be sharing the code with you. Whatever code is there for Perfecto integration and parallel test, that I will be obviously showing you.
So, Abhijit, one question here.
Huh.
All the devices in Perfecto and Browser Stack, those will be real devices, right?
No, no, there is also, they are not real devices. They are all cloud-based virtual devices.
So, cloud-based real devices, right? Or cloud-based virtual devices. They have both options. Like in Browser Stack, when I do it on real device.
Okay. It depends on how it's set up. With the company that you're working, how it is
Mhm.
set up with them. If they
Yeah,
have their own device firm, that's what I wanted to mention. They have their own device firm. That device firm they have connected with Perfecto Cloud, then it's possible.
yeah. For
Okay.
us, we don't use our personal, organization device form. We use the device form of Browser Stack only.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's like you mentioned, it's very costly, more than $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we are doing it on real devices in browser stack, can
Mhm.
we try it on real devices on our system, local system?
Yes, we can. Basically, you just need to whatever your code you are running,
Mm-hmm.
same thing. Just you need to change the device name and just plug your device with USB cable. That's it.
Right. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, fine. So let's start with today's session. So first we will start with Java. Let me know if you yeah, I mean, if you're, I will go, I will obviously go in one pace. If you have if you have problems, just stop me there, then and there, and let me know. Okay.
Abhijit, I have some question for
Ha
related
ha
to the mobile before jumping to the Java.
ha ha ha.
So like you said, for APM we need Windows machine. We cannot do it on Mac.
No, no. See, there are two things. In Windows machine, we can run only Android tests. Okay. In Mac machine, we can run Android tests plus iOS. So the iOS tests are exclusive to Mac only.
Okay, so while you give the class to us, are you going to show us like how to do the setup on Android on Mac machine?
I have one documentation. Actually, both will be difficult for me, but while covering the iOS part, it will cover 90% of the Android part also. Okay, just a separate extra that you need to cover is the this thing, the Android Studio part. Remaining
Yeah,
everything
that
will be
is the
same.
thing, like how to do the setup on a Mac machine, Android Studio.
I will be sharing this detailed documentation with you next week.
Okay, and if we have any question and if we are
Ha ha ha.
stuck, are you
If
going
you
to
if
help
you're
us? Like,
yeah, yeah, if you're stuck, then immediately let me know. I can help you out.
okay, and you are going to cover the native application and the mobile browser applications both, right?
Native, hybrid, and mobile, all three.
Okay, so you have a sample examples for us.
Yes, I have some sample these apps that you call this APK file
Mhm.
or .app files. So those I will be sharing starting from next week.
Okay, and Abhijit, the timing for confirm, like we want to keep it at 9 p.m. Is it possible to change at 8 p.m.?
Mm, I don't think because even I have my own office work.
Okay, okay. And about the recordings, like, is it possible to get the recordings right after the class, not like a wait for a one full day? Because then we will see the recording, then after 2 days we are asking our questions, or we have a setup issues. Then like
Mm,
it's too much
okay.
delay to get the recordings, like 8 9 hours. So it's better
Ha,
to
ha.
get it like right after 1 hour.
Okay, I will ask the admin to share it today itself.
Yeah, please let us know that. Yeah. Okay. And how long you are going to cover this Java class so that we can, I want to see the mobile automation for how many days you are going to cover this Java.
See, so some of the people are here who are completely new to Java. Okay,
Okay,
so
but
that's
how
why
many days you are covering?
my plan is 3 days.
Okay. Okay, Pichut. Thank you.
Mm, okay, so let me start. Okay, first I will start with the setup part. Okay, so the setup is very simple. You just click on the URL. I will be sharing these documents. Sorry, why am I clicking on this? Just 1 minute. This Zoom tab keeps on coming. Okay. Okay, so here, if you click on the URL that I'm sharing, so you will be able to download Java. I would suggest you to download Java 17 because that is the most common version that we are using. and following that Java 17 version only, remaining things are like remaining components are downloaded, the versions. Okay, so I would suggest you to download Java 17 because this is the right now the, I mean 21 is the most stable, but 17 is the most commonly used. Okay, so if you click on this, you just need to select whichever is compatible as per your platform. Like for me, it's Windows x64 installer. So you can click on it and download it. And once downloaded, just keep it downloaded here. You just click on this and it will show you that this path and all. You just click on next, next, next. Okay, your Java will be downloaded. Once you download your Java, then you need to set up the I mean environment path. Okay, so that is the step number 2. Set the environment variables. Okay, so this is generally where the Java, I mean
We lost you, Abhijit. Is it with everyone or it's only me?
Yeah, same for me, Chandra. We cannot hear him. Yep.
uh, hello, am I audible?
Yes, Abhijit.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, some don't know what happened. Somehow I got dropped. Okay, let me share my screen once again. Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah. So as I was mentioning, so you have to go to this bin folder. Okay, because this bin folder is the one where all the required components of Java that we will be using are present. Okay, so whenever code we run any code, system will always refer to this folder. So you just take this path and copy that path and go to your environment variables. Just type environment, you will get this edit the system environment variables. Okay, go to environment, select this one, path. Okay, so click edit, and then for me right now it's present over here. You can just click on new and set your path once again. Okay, and then click on OK. So that will tell Java, tell your system that in order to run any Java command, you have to go to this path and then refer all the files from here. Okay, I'm just canceling it for the time being. And once you are done with that, go to your command terminal. Open command terminal and just check if this Java C version, if this command is working for you. See, for me, it is returning Java C. Java C means Java compiler. Okay, version 17. So that means my Java is set. So it's plain and simple. And then after that is done, the next thing that you will need is your ID. So you can either use IntelliJ or Eclipse. So for beginners, I would always suggest to go with Eclipse. It's more like user friendly. Okay, so just click on this. just click on this download your Eclipse, and then just run your installer. Downloads Eclipse. Just run the installer. It will run the installer and just go next. Your Eclipse will be installed. Just here, if sometimes this pop-up doesn't come, but suppose if this pop-up comes, then always use this one, Eclipse IDE for Enterprise Java. That is what we always need for automation purpose, this Enterprise Java one. So if you click on it, then just click on install. So your Java, it takes some 10 minutes or so. Okay, so I just kept it installed for the time being. But this is how you can install your Java Eclipse. And those who are comfortable with IntelliJ, they can obviously go with IntelliJ also. Okay, so that's about the Windows part. So as you mentioned, I have the Mac part as well. So for the Mac part, what I generally do on my Mac machine is that I install everything via Homebrew. Okay, because that way uh, all your components will be in one place. I mean, so it does all the environment variable setup, everything for you. Okay, so for the Mac users, if you don't have Homebrew, first check you just need to type this command. For some people, it will be Homebrew, and for new Mac machines, it will be Brew only. Okay, if you just in your command terminal, if you just run this command, Homebrew or brew, okay, it will, if it gives you some message, proper message, then it means it is there. If it says that command not found or something like that, that means you need to install the Homebrew first. Okay, so
Uh, Hi, Abhijit. Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt you. Can you please share the document? Meanwhile, we're gonna install on the video Windows.
actually that drive through which I can share, that is not ready yet. I just
Oh,
need to check with the admins on that.
okay, okay, sure.
Okay, yeah, but I will be sharing these things. But and I mean, if you feel like you need to start, you want to start immediately, then I would say you can find it in Google also. I mean, from
Okay,
Google only, I am also getting these things.
okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, so first start with Homebrew. Okay, then for I mean, whoever has MacBook M1 and above, they just need to run this command, this entire thing. Okay, this is command, and whoever have MacBooks like previous versions like 2020 and below 2020, for them, they need to run this command. What it does is, so Mac is a Linux based I mean operating system. So there we have certain, like we have here environment variables. There we have something called a Z profile or a bash profile. Okay, that shell basically. So in that shell, we need to specify all our environment paths. Okay, since Mac M1, we have this Z profile shell, and previously we have this bash profile. Okay, so if you run this, your Homebrew that you install, that will be linked with your profile, your shell profile. This is step 2. Step 3, you just need to run this I mean, whatever Homebrew variables are there, those will be set in your session. Okay, and once this is done, just run this which brew command. It will show something like this. This path will be returned. That means your Homebrew is properly set, and this is the path where it has been installed. Okay, so that is it. Same for Java also. After that, you will be installing Java. So one thing you can do, you can install Java this way, manually. You can go to this link Same link what we have over here, same link you can download from here, Mac OS, or what I would suggest you do it from Homebrew. That's why we installed that. Okay, so you just need to run this command, brew install openjdk 17. That it will be a completely automated process. Your entire all Java components will be installed on your system. Okay, after that you just need to run this command. Okay, this is one command, and after that this with Java, which will tell you whether this where this Java got installed, and then this Java C version, whatever we did, just to check whether Java got installed successfully or not. Once that is done, okay, just open whichever whichever shell you have, just run this vim command, vim either .bash profile or z shell, whichever you have. Just go there and copy paste this. These are your environment variables. If you notice that over in that file your environment variables are already set, okay, then you don't need to do anything. If you find that it is not set, then this homebrew and Java path you need to install manually. I mean, copy paste it manually. So once that is done, just press this escape button, then :WQ. First press your escape button, then :WQ and enter. Let me just write it also. Press enter. Then your environment variables will be set. After that, you can install your Eclipse and I mean IntelliJ, whichever you want, you can install it manually. So that is your overall what you need to do. Any questions? Okay, fine. Just a minute, let me have some water. So that is about your Java setup. Now comes your opening the your ID. So I have Eclipse. Let me run it. Okay, so when you open your Eclipse, you will get something like this. Okay, so whatever default workspace path they are giving you, you can either select that, or if you want to create your own workspace, that also you can do. You can go to C drive. Where is it? Users, and you can create a, like I have created workspace. Similarly, you can create your own folder here and select that folder. Okay, so this is the path that where I am going to install. I mean set up my project. Then click on launch. So now you have opened your Eclipse. Now you have to set your the Java project. What I would suggest, since we are right now, we will next 3 days we will be focusing only on Java. You can create a simple Java project, but I would suggest you to go with a Maven project. So what a Maven is? Maven is basically a build tool. It is a something we called a build tool. It is kind of an automation tool only. What it does, it automates the process of having all your libraries on your system. So when you're creating, suppose a Selenium project or an Appium project, whichever project you are creating, you need those libraries, Selenium libraries, Appium libraries. Maven helps you to bring those libraries automatically, instead of you going over the internet, downloading those jar files and all. Instead of that, Maven will help you automate that. Okay, and once your project is created, it will help you to build your project into a jar file. I mean, not a jar file, I would say an executable form. It will help you to make it an executable version to execute. Uh, Basically, generally we use it for building these jars, but those are like for developers who are actually creating those applications and all. Okay, for them. But we just need it for our execution purpose, running the tests. Okay, I will be covering the Maven part in more details when we start with the actual framework. Okay, now for the time being, you can go here, new Maven project. Click on Maven, then click on this simple, create a simple project. This is the standard version that is used across all automation projects, the simple one. So here you need to give some group ID and artifact ID. So what are these? So when this group ID means, uh, I mean, right, for us it's not very important, but those who actually like upload their projects over public repositories or for their own companies and all, whatever projects they're creating. So there, this group ID is important. So it defines that so and so project is of so and so company. Okay. Uh, if you want to see an example, let me show you quickly. For example, let me go Selenium only for the time being. Selenium Mav dependency. Sorry, dependency. Okay. So this is where the Selenium project has been created. So see this group ID. This group ID is org.seleniumhq.selenium, which means that this overall project, this is a unique identifier for the entire project. Okay. All over universe, you cannot be able to use this group ID because this has already been taken by the Selenium guys. Okay, so you are going to give a unique ID to your project and then uploading it to the public repository maybe. Okay, so there you will be your project will be identified by this group ID, and this artifact ID is basically when you build your project into a jar file, your jar will be named as Selenium Java. Okay, so that is your jar file is your artifact. So for that artifact, you're giving an ID. And then the version number, whatever version you want to give. I hope this part was clear. Okay. So based on that, let me give you a group ID like uh, appium.training.project. Okay, we are obviously not pushing our code to any public repository. So we can, even if this is duplicate, someone else has used it, it won't be a problem. It will be with us only. And here I will give you, suppose, sample project. Okay, so that's all. These two things you have to give, then finish. Let me use these things. Okay, see, now your project is created. This project is having the same name that we have given to our artifact. Okay, and this will be your overall project structure. Some of these things will be little different for you now. I would suggest don't think much about this. Okay, just these are like empty folders. Okay, you just right click on src test Java. Since we are from the testing background, so we will be always using src test Java and src test resources for our scripting purpose. Src main Java and resources are for actual application code, or when we are working on the project frame and the end-to-end framework, this framework related code will be there in these two project folders, src main java and src main resources. Whatever test scripts, okay, whatever test scripts, maybe it can be cucumber or it can be testng, whatever scripts we are creating, those scripts will be kept in these two folders, src test java and src test resources. Okay, so I will start with this one only. So I can go here, I can create a new class. So every time you have to write some write, I mean only if it is only Java code that you are writing, you always create a new class. What is a class? I will tell you. Okay. For now, just remember that you need to create a Java class and give it a name. Suppose my first script, and click on this one, public static void main. This is your starting point. Okay. Click on finish. I hope I'm audible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So this is how your I mean, first, I mean, the Java code structure, initial structure will look. You will have something called a class, which is nothing but a wrapper around your actual code that you're writing. That these things I will slowly, one by one cover. Okay. Always remember, whenever you are using Java, you will have a starting point called public static void main. Okay, this is always your starting point. This will be like universal public static void main string args. This will be universal. Uh, this tells Java that this is the point from which where my code will start running. Okay. So now let's start with our concepts one by one. I have prepared some slides just to like help me with the help me with my flow, as well as give you some short like notes, class notes kind of a thing. So we will once that drive is created, we will be sharing these slides with you also. Okay. So first is data types and variables. So whenever you are writing any code, you will be storing some data. Okay. That data will be stored basically when whatever scripts, whatever programming you're doing, it's all about data at the end of the day. Okay. You're storing the data, manipulating the data, and giving that data as output. Okay. This is the basic fundamental of our programming, right? So whenever you're storing the data, you need a variable. Variable is where your data is stored. And that variable will have a data type. Okay. This is as simple. This is like, uh, I mean, what to say, 101 of programming. You have some data, you store it in a variable, the variable will have a data type. Okay. So what are the different types of data types? I mean, variables we have. We have two. One is the primitive type and other is reference type. So someone might ask you this question, that whether Java is a pure object-oriented language or not. Okay. So we always need to say that it is a partial object-oriented language. Why? Because we have these two types, primitive types and reference types. Reference types holds our objects, so that in few slides we after that we have this thing, reference types. Currently we will be focusing only on the primitive types. Okay, what are our primitive types? These things: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean, character, basically character, boolean. Okay, byte, short, int, long, these four are these four will be holding your numerical values. Whatever numerical data you want to store, that will be stored in your these four data types. Okay, depending on their range. For example, byte can store only values of -128 to 127. This you don't need to like, I mean, remember these things. Just for your reference, I have created this table for you to understand, which is what. Okay, so basically byte will store very short, small values. Huh. Short will store values of this range, -32,000 to +32,000. Similarly, int will store little longer, and very large values. Okay, these are the four data types, four numerical data types. Right. Generally, we won't use byte and short for our scripting purpose. We use either int or long. Okay, because the range is more obviously. Apart from that, these are all pure integer values. Okay. If you have some decimal values, for that we use float, and for very large decimal values, we use this double. So decimal values, like I give a decimal point and here. Okay. And any character that I store, character by character, I mean just A or B or C, or even like I can keep it as 1 as well, or some this any equal to sign or any symbol. If it is a single character thing, you can store it in char data type. Okay. With single quotes. This is how you will write a character data type. And same goes for Boolean. So Boolean is nothing but you will be storing true and false there, like this. Boolean, any variable, I mean the variable name is equal to true. So this is how you store it. Okay. I hope this part was clear. I will be showing, I will be doing demo also. Guys, you are not asking questions. Please ask me questions as much as you can. Okay. So yeah, someone was, I think, going to ask anything.
Nothing, nothing.
Okay, no problem. Okay, see, just I will give you a couple of examples. I don't want to spend too much time on this part. So suppose, let me take just an int I is equal to 123, just like that I'm taking. Just write this int I is equal to whatever value you want to give, and just give system.println. This is how you print any data type, any variable. Sorry. Okay. So if you give this and run, it will give you the value. Okay. So this is how you write your, write your variables, create your variables. Okay. This is just like to give you some more understanding. What basically in interviews, this is a very good question to ask. That is, what is casting? Okay, so casting basically means that you're converting the data type of a particular variable from one data type to another. Okay, by that I would mean int I can convert to long, or long to int, like that. Okay, now depending on from which to which you are doing, converting, it will be either an implicit cast or an explicit cast. What is that means is, suppose this int, okay, let me show you. I take another variable like long L1 is equal to I. Okay, so what I did was, this whatever I value is there, whatever value is stored in this int variable, that got stored into a long data type. Okay, so that means what happens is, consider them as two containers. Int data type will be a small container, long data type will be a little larger container. Okay, so obviously whatever is there in your smaller container, you can store it easily in your larger container. Okay, so for that you don't need to do anything explicitly. So that's why it is called an implicit conversion. Implicit conversion. Okay, but tomorrow, suppose you want to store contents of a larger container into a smaller container. Obviously, you can't, right? You have to forcefully put it in how much whatever amount it can go, right? So suppose I take long L2 is equal to 1, 2, 3. Sorry, and I always for long you always give this L at the end to specify that this is a long value. Okay. Uh, whatever value you are storing here, you put it in something like int I2 is equal to L2. So suppose if you do this, see here it will give you error. What it will say? Cannot convert from long to int. Why? Because that is a larger, you're pouring contents of a larger container into a smaller container. Okay, so what here you have to do? You have to, in brackets, you specify what value you want to force it into. Okay, so that means system will know that I need to force whatever large content is there into the smaller container, and if there is something extra, that will get discarded. That means that if you store a very large value from long into int, only a small part will be stored over there. Okay, I will tell you, I will show you how that works. But now if you, after this, since this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was a still smaller value for ints within ints range, so it will give me the value now. It's not giving any error. Okay, it will be running the value perfectly. Now, the concept that I wanted to show you, the overflow part. Okay, what will happen here is, suppose I create a byte variable. I am taking this byte since it is a small one. I take this byte value, byte b1 is equal to, I can store int, that int value itself I can store, and obviously I have to give it like this. So now what will happen? Let me show you first. Print b1. Okay, see what I was storing here in I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But actually it is showing me some value 57. This is a very important interview question. Okay. I mean, you will be asked about these data types sometimes. Okay. Why this value is coming like this? So what happened? Let me just explain it to you in a shorter way. I actually stored here. Why it is not allowing? Oh, sorry. Why I'm giving this byte? Huh. So I'm directly storing this 130 value. Okay. What I told you in the previous slide, for byte, my range is minus 128 to plus 127. Okay, so what happened now? What now happens is it will show me minus 126. So what happened is it started, it took 130, it went till 120. Actually, the range is actually 127, minus 128 to plus 127. I wrote it wrong. 127, yeah, till 127. So what happened is after 127, overflow happened and it went back this is kind of a cycle, minus 128 to 127, and again it went back to minus 128. So till 127, it was there, 128, 129, 130. So it took minus 126 as the actual value, minus 126. It just went over the circle, just went round and round. I hope this part was clear. Okay. I hope I didn't get dropped, right?
No, it was clear.
Okay. Okay. I know for those who are already working in Java, this is very basic, but some of you are very completely new to Java. So just hold a little patience. Okay. I don't have much time, but just extend five more minutes. Okay, I will just cover the if condition part. Okay, so if condition is basically it is a I mean it will evaluate a condition as true or false and then return you help you to execute some certain statements. Okay, here if you notice, sorry, here you notice I have a value I. Okay, it is storing some I mean I have a variable I, it is storing some value. I am first this using this equal to sign. I am just checking whether that I mean what value it has. If it has 1, then it will run this statement. If it is 2, it will run this statement 2 and 3, and so forth. Okay, till the end. Just let me give you a quick example. Suppose int marks. Suppose I compare the marks of a student. Okay, suppose the person got 78. Okay, now I write if I is equal to 5, give these braces are important. System dot out dot println pass else if sorry what I'm doing, let me use something else. If it is greater than 50, if it is I less than 50, less than equal, let me make it equal to, if it is less than 50, then I will just give fail. Okay, so you just run this. So he passed. Now if I give something like 34 and run this, just a minute. Oh, sorry, what I'm doing. Okay, so if I now run this, it will be fail. Earlier it should have given me pass. Okay, so this is how your if else condition works. You can have like multiple, as you have shown here, multiple if else conditions like that. If you have some I mean some other value, you can write also like this, that for any other thing right now it's just black and white, either greater than 50 or less than 50. If you have other conditions, you can use this else part as well. Okay, so this is about this if else condition. Another quick thing, since I prefer to use this one for scripting performance, that is switch case condition. Okay, this is your if else condition, and another important is your switch case. Okay, it is same thing as if else condition with a slight difference. I will show you. So Here also I will just write like this, switch. This if part will become switch. And here I just mention marks. So basically this marks variable is getting evaluated. Here case you mention it as if it is marks. If it is no, you can't. Sorry, you can't do boolean here. So I will just write it like this. If it is 78, write it as system dot out dot println past. Then give this break statement. Okay. And if it is suppose 34 out dot println fail. Okay. Now if I run this, okay, it gave me past. What is the difference here is, see, there's a small difference here. It kept on it will keep on evaluating each and every step. For example, here you notice it will evaluate for the particular value I. It will keep on evaluating each and every if else if condition till it gets one true condition. Okay. Once if none of them is true, then it will just keep on executing the remaining statements, whatever is there after else if all these things. But in switch case, the difference is it will evaluate the value here itself in the switch part and directly jump to the correct case condition. Okay, that way some performance like I mean it won't make very too much difference, but from the performance side, switch case is always better than if else condition. So this is another like slight this interview question for you. Okay. What is the difference between if else and switch condition, switch case? Uh, Today I think we are over time. Anything you want to ask? Just let me know. No, right?
Nothing as of now.
Okay, then let me stop sharing and stop the recording also.